Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Our goal today? To take your confusing, wordy drafts and transform them into crystal clear, professional communication. Whether you're firing off a quick email, tweaking your resume, or putting together a massive technical report, we are going to break down every single principle of effective writing. Seriously, we're going to cover this so thoroughly that you'll have these mechanics right at your fingertips. To keep all of this literally on your fingertips, we're working through a 5-point master checklist. 1. Selecting the right words. 2. Achieving unbiased communication. 3. Handling jargon and acronyms. 4. Cutting redundancy and clutter. And 5. Constructing clear sentences. Let's get right into it. Section 1. Selecting the right words. This is step 1 in our toolkit, picking the perfect building blocks. Because, well, everything starts with the words you choose, right? There are 4 main pillars here for selecting words that actually grab and hold your reader's attention. To get your message across effectively, your words absolutely must be familiar, concise, simple, and unbiased. Mastering this core concept, it makes your writing instantly more memorable. Now, a huge part of keeping things simple and concise is choosing concrete words over abstract ones. Vague, abstract terms, like saying an industrial worker or in the near future, they just dilute your impact. They leave the reader guessing. But concrete words like a welder or by Thursday noon convey exactly what you mean. Precision just completely removes the guesswork. You also want to keep your tone conversational and familiar. So swapping out a clunky, complex word like predilection for something familiar like preference, that saves space and makes your writing instantly scannable for everyone, including non-native English speakers. Look, the goal isn't to sound like a walking thesaurus. It's to be understood instantly. Section 2, Achieving Unbiased Communication. This second check is all about ensuring your message isn't accidentally derailed by unconscious framing. The absolutely crucial point here is that drawing unnecessary attention to details about race, age, country of origin, disability, or gender, it just creates friction. It distracts from your actual message and can introduce bias, conscious or not. As business writers, we've really got to strive to be clear, direct, and inclusive. The fix for this is actually incredibly simple. Just swap out gendered terms for neutral ones. Change mankind to people and chairman to chairperson. Also, here's a great little trick to avoid that clunky his or her pronoun trap. Just use plural nouns. So instead of writing, each student sat in his or her chair, just say, students sat in their chair. See? It's so much cleaner. And that exact same rule applies to age and disability. Next time you write an update, simply avoid mentioning age, race, or a disabling condition unless it is absolutely essential to the message. Instead of saying someone is afflicted with a crippling defect, which sounds awful, frankly, just state they have a condition. Neutrality keeps the focus entirely on the work. Section 3, Handling Jargon and Acronyms. Check number 3 is all about those specialized languages that can so easily alienate your reader if you're not careful. I mean, we use acronyms so often, we literally forget what they stand for. Like, did you know SCUBA is actually an acronym for Self-Contained Underwater Breathing Apparatus? Wild, right? While acronyms do save time, you always have to introduce them by defining them fully in parentheses the very first time they appear. Oh, and if you're writing for a broader audience, a really good rule of thumb is to avoid using more than one acronym in a single sentence. The same caution goes for jargon and foreign words. Unless you're writing for a highly technical audience, don't use a word like abort when you can just say stop or cancel. And avoid expressions like bona fide when in good faith works perfectly fine. Basically, if the specialized language complicates things rather than clarifying them, just cut it out entirely. Section 4, Cutting Redundancy and Clutter. Let's look at how we build out our checklist by eliminating all that extra noise. Clutter is a massive burden on the reader. It's repeating yourself, adding useless details, or just talking in circles. Our goal here? To convey the idea using the absolute fewest words possible without losing the core meaning. Try to spot the errors here. If you say, in my opinion, you definitely don't also need to say, I think. They mean the exact same thing. And if you're combining ingredients, well, they're already going together. So chop out those redundant words. Trimming these little fat phrases makes your writing so much punchier. You can also eliminate clutter by avoiding negative words. Negative phrasing almost always feels heavier and way more convoluted, so instead of highlighting what you have not received, just tell them you have yet to receive it. Instead of saying a behavior is not expected, say the company expects better conduct. It keeps your message direct, but maintains a really constructive professional tone. Section 5, constructing clear sentences. Finally, check number 5 takes all these perfectly selected words we've talked about and connects them into a powerful framework. When you're building your overall message, think of it like climbing a 4-step ladder. Collect, plan, construct, and connect. When you hit step 3, constructing, keep in mind that you really want one single idea per sentence. And while short sentences are great, a good mix of short and long ones conveys a crisp meaning without making your writing sound super robotic or choppy. Look at this monstrous wall of text. Due to the fact that the production of reports involves considerable cost to our organization, it can be easily seen that the reduction of time spent, and it just keeps going. Cramming too many ideas into one massive sentence like this just creates camouflage. It takes easy concepts and turns them into a lengthy, abstract nightmare for the reader. To rescue a monster sentence like that, you have to be brutal. Start by cutting out that circuitous phrasing. Change owing to the fact to a simple because. Change there is a chance that to just might. Boom, you've instantly reduced the cognitive load on your reader. Because if you fail to use the correct words and structures we've covered today, you're going to suffer the ultimate penalty in writing, ambiguity. This is where poor vocabulary or messy structure leads to multiple conflicting meanings, completely ruining the text. Take semantic ambiguity, for example, where poor word choice creates total confusion. Look at the sentence, "The boy carries the light box." A simple word like light suddenly shatters your sentence into 3 totally different interpretations. Does it mean the box isn't heavy? Does it mean it contains an electric lamp? Or is the box shiny? Your readers should never have to guess. Then there's structural ambiguity, where the grammar itself is the problem. Look at this sentence, "I invited the person with the microphone." I'll leave you with this final ambiguous thought to solve on your own. Based on the mechanics we've just put at your fingertips today, the next time you write an email or a report, are you accidentally holding the microphone and speaking to them, or did you invite someone who was holding a microphone? Hand the clarity over to your reader, keep this 5-point checklist right at your fingertips, and you will always be understood.